Alfred?
Ah, Master Bruce, it is so good to see you awake at last.
Alfred, what happened? So, was there a lot of stitching required?
A little, considering how deep the cut was.
Are you okay now, Bruce?
Yeah, Jason. In fact, I'm feeling great.
That's good. While you were unconscious, I took the liberty of following up on some leads on the Joker, but all that I found was dead corpses left at the scene.
That's great and all, Jason, and I appreciate that, but you shouldn't be going out by yourself, you know. Especially considering what happened to me when I went to confront Joker.
Alright, Bruce. And what happened again?
Good. Alfred, prep my suit for tonight. I'm gonna talk with Bullock and see if any leads have come up.
How come you're not talking to Gordon?
He's taking time off to look after Barbara.
This is a bloody waste of time.
Detective?
Oh, Batman, I didn't see you there.
Have any leads come up on Joker at all?
Not really. The only trace of a lead we have is that recently some of the Joker's men were broken out of Blackgate.
Any idea who they are? I'll look into it.
Good. And you better capture him this time, because the next time you don't, it will... What a freak.
So what's the big surprise you have for me, Reach?
All in good time, my colleague. These are the nuclear weapons that we are to sell over in the east. However, they are not fully operational just yet. I require the assistance of your henchmen to provide me with the missing materials.
Well, you see, I would, but all my crew are locked up in Blackgate.
Well, that's why I took the liberty of breaking your entire crew out. Now, are you able to help me get the materials or not?
I would be glad to offer my assistance. However, have you thought about the fact?
As long as we play by my game, there should be no reason to worry about the detective.
Excellent.
Jason, do you copy?
Yes, Bruce, I'm here.
I'm currently waiting for one of Joker's crew, Bill Adams, to leave the bar on Grand Avenue. I want you to pull up on the back computer any information that you can list on Joker's crew I'm sending you now.
Got it. I'll get to work on that now, Bruce.
Okay, so do you need me to come down to the hangar now, boss?
No, you dimwit. I want you to help the rest of the gang move some specific pieces of equipment from Gothcorp over to the hangar. Understand, Bill?
Understood, boss. Yo, Mike. I need a lift to the heist going down at Gothcorp. It's the freaking bat!
What do you know about Joker and his plan?
I ain't saying shit. Ah! Okay. There's a heist going down at Gothcorp, but I don't know what it's for.
What time?
It's said to be in an hour.
Thanks for the information.
There we go.
Freeze!
Right on cue.
Oh, shit.
Please spare me.
This should be easy. Just remember exactly what the boss wanted, and we can get out before the police backup can arrive.
Okay, Robin. We're gonna have to do this carefully, so we can at least learn what the materials that they're gathering are. And also where the Joker is.
Sorry, Batman, but I'm taking the shots on this one.
Robin, what are you doing?
What I was trained to do. Gotta kick some ass. Come on, Batman. You have to get them before they get away.
No, Jason. Let them go. What are you thinking? I told you to wait for my order and you completely disobeyed me.
Yeah? Well, by your way, it would have allowed them to have more of a chance to escape.
But Jason, these are necessary steps you need to take when dealing with a case like this. It doesn't matter how much evidence we have on thugs, as long as we can't find out where their boss is. By doing so, their boss will just get more thugs, and the process repeats. I'm only trying to look out for you, so you need to listen and straighten yourself up. What do you think this is, a game?
Of course. All life's a game.
This is Jenson Kane coming to you from GCN News. Last night there was a robbery at Gothcorp. It appears that 9 armed robbers entered the building around midnight to steal what appears to be parts from the manufacturing center deep within the building. It was reported and filmed that both Batman and Robin were at the scene to stop the criminals. However, it appears that the 3 managed to escape while the other 6 were later picked up by the authorities. Shown in this clip is the disturbing violence displayed by Robin on a knocked out thug. This right here, folks, is the consequences of improper upbringing. Batman has clearly taught this young boy the means of violence, and so in turn brainwashed him into thinking the exact same way as he feels towards these criminals.
I think I've made a terrible mistake, Alfred. The kid's losing it. He dived into those thugs like someone looking to die. And this isn't the first time he disobeyed orders. It's been an ongoing theme of recent.
Yet, he wasn't always this way.
When I took him in 6 months ago and trained him, he really enjoyed being Robin. But not just that. He also followed orders, something he refuses to do.
Then what went wrong?
You guys having a party? Guess our invite got lost.
It's over, Riddler.
What's green, purple, the Covenant red and yellow? You, when I land on your sorry ass.
Don't move, or I'll...
You'll what? Shoot me? "20 rounds a second and you're still too slow."
I'm not slow, punk.
Me neither.
I've got him.
Ah!
Robin!
I had to take him down.
You shattered his collarbone. There were at least 10 different ways you could have ended that. None of them involved that kind of damage.
He's a drug dealing pimp. I didn't think I had to fluff up some pillows before I had to take him out.
We needed him. He would have talked, but he can't talk as you put him in the shock.
You're right. I'm sorry, that was dumb. But that doesn't mean he didn't deserve it.
And that was only 3 weeks ago.
I myself have noticed some disquieting things about Master Jason. The lad's been avoiding talking about his parents lately.
I've come upon him several times looking at that battered old photograph of his mother and father crying. When he sees me, he hides the picture and leaves the room refusing to talk to me. In other words, I may have started Jason as Rob before he had the chance to come to grips with his parents' death.
But also, being your partner is not exactly the best situation for a teenager adjusting to such a loss.
Then I must try to re-edify the situation. Jason is going off duty immediately. Jason, how long have you been there?
Long enough. You can't be serious about this.
I most definitely am. You're in no shape emotionally to be put on the streets.
I can't believe this.
I haven't made this decision creatively, Jason. A person who has got to have his head screwed on right for this line of work. You're hurting, son. You have a lot of anger and pain inside you. It's gonna take time for you to get rid of it. Let me help you work this out. We can start by talking about your parents.
You want to talk? Talk to Alfred.
Jason. Jason.
You're not usually active at this hour. Okay.
How's Barbara?
Still find it hard, you know what? Adjusting to life in a wheelchair. Why couldn't it have been me?
It wasn't your fault, Jim, and I promise you we will bring him to justice for what he did.
So from the sounds of it, these men came here to deliver supplies for someone. However, we can't be certain of who they were working for or what they came here to drop off.
They were Joker's men. They had escaped from the Gothcorp robbery last night. From what I could see, they were stealing what appeared to be hard metal casings, of what looked to be able to house some sort of explosive inside.
Dear God. But what would Joker want with explosives?
To be honest, Jim, I don't think it's Joker who wants the explosive, but rather Joker's partner.
Who's that?
Ra's al Ghul.
So you're telling me Joker has teamed up with terrorists to build weapons of mass destruction? Jesus.
Master Bruce,
Yes, Penny-One.
there appears to be some large aircraft coming in from the docks towards the industrial sector. It appears to be heading for one of the empty hangars. From the looks of it, it appears to be one of the stolen C-130 transport aircrafts.
Thanks, Penny-One. I'll be heading there now.
The forensics team will clean up here. Go catch him!
Yo, boss, Roz is waiting for us.
I'm well aware of that fact, Bob. I happen to be crazy, not stupid.
Well, don't you think we should be hurrying up then?
Took you long enough.
You had something you wanted to shoot.
Indeed. Joker, I present to you the completed cruise missile.
It's magnificent. So when are we setting off?
When the hijacked aircraft arrives, we will load the missile on and set off for the Middle East.
We're going international, baby!
my old home. God, how I miss them. My mom, her name was Catherine Todd. She was a good mom who loved me deeply. She knew what was best for me. My dad, Willis Todd, he loved me loads. That's probably why he turned to crime hoping for a large pay to make my life better. However, he realized too late that those shortcuts never pan out. My mom's life was cut short by a disease that just didn't care how much love she had in her heart. And my dad fell victim to the vicious gangster that he was working for, Two-Faced. He left me an orphan living in this abandoned building, only to be found by Bruce. I don't know what he thought when taking me in.
You're young Jason Todd, aren't you?
Yes.
Then come up here then. I've got some things for you.
Hello?
Come in. Come in.
You're a friend of my mother's. Mrs. Walker, wasn't it?
That's right. So how have you been doing then, Jason?
Getting by.
You kinda disappeared after your mother died.
Juvenile authorities were looking to put me in a state home. Just didn't want to go.
Can't blame you for that. But when no one claimed your family's possessions, the landlord sold them off. I was able to save this stuff for you, in case you ever came back. I'm afraid it is a little water damaged. Darn leaky roof! The owner's too cheap to fix them.
Photographs. Personal papers.
I thought it would be stuff you might like to have.
This is terrific. How could I ever thank you?
Ain't nothing. Now I have got to unfortunately shoo you out of here, lad. I hope you take care of yourself, son.
You too, Mrs. Walker.
Where did they go?
They're going to the Middle East to sell weapons.
What kind of weapons? Ah! My God.
Wow, my birth certificate. I've never seen this before. There's my dad's name, but why does it say my mother's name starts with an S? That means Catherine Todd isn't my real mother. How do I find out the truth? My mother and father are dead. I can't ask them. Catherine wasn't even my real mother. She was my stepmom. My biological mother is someone I've never met then. Someone who may still be alive. There has to be a way to find out. My dad's address book. Alright, look for a woman whose name starts with an S. There's 2 of them. Only trouble is that these addresses have got to be several years out of date. How I'll locate them after all this time?
Well, it took all night scouring the system. Well, I found both women. Of course, my luck is running true to form. They're both currently out of the country. They're in the Middle East and Africa, of all places.
Charmin Rosen immigrated to Israel in 1982 and currently works in Israel's Secret Service, whilst Dr. Sheila Haywood, who is working on famine relief efforts in Ethiopia.
So what do I do now? Take what I have to Bruce and ask him for help? No way. I know what he'd say. You and Chip to be running off in this type of investigation. Besides, Bruce wouldn't care about finding my real mother. All he gets off on is catching crooks. He probably couldn't even understand why I'd want to locate the women. The job's all mine. I can't depend on anyone for help. Of course I have to thank Bruce for financing my little adventure. Very thoughtful of him to provide me with all these plastic golds. I feel kinda shabby running off like this. Bruce and Alfred has been really kind to me, but I guess I really don't have much choice in the matter, do I? I mean, she's my mom.
This is a great plan, Raish. You managed to fit the entire cruise missile and nuclear weapons into this aircraft. I've got to say as well that it's very roomy.
We will be landing within a couple hours. My men should be preparing our arrival.
Then, this is working out quite delightfully.
I'm on my way, Mom.
Master Bruce, I'm so glad you've returned.
What's the trouble, Alfred?
I just found this in young Jason's room a short while ago.
What?
It's a farewell note. Jason has run away.
Choices. Do I stay in Gotham to live up to the responsibilities as a boy's guardian? Or do I go after that madman and his nuclear weapons? It's painfully obvious which path I must choose. The question is, how will I ever be able to live with that decision?
Welcome, Joker, to the Middle East.